first time you're joining me for a pick a card, my name is Odessa. I'm a mystic intuitive healer. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master, spiritual coach, and an intuitive tarot card reader. And through the work I'm doing here on YouTube, as well as TikTok, Instagram, and my own website, odessamall.com, I deliver messages to you that will help you to awaken, heal, align, and grow. So I am so excited about today's reading. You guys know how much I love the juicy topics, and my guides are always so on point with it. So we are going to be looking at who is orbiting around you that you are unaware of. So this could go one of two ways. I mean, this could be someone who is secretly checking in on you that you would love to get to know better. But equally, it could be someone that you would rather never talk to ever again. So we will see, right? It's basically either a crush or it's a stalker. Either way, it's going to be entertaining. So I've got 3 piles for you guys to select from. Pile number 1 is partnered with black kyanite. This is a crystal that helps us to ground our root chakra. It also transmutes low vibrational energy, and it's often used to assist in cord cutting. Pile number 2 is partnered with yellow jasper. This is a crystal that partners with the solar plexus chakra, helping to clear the energy from that chakra, any blockages. It helps you to take action and move forward with your dreams and aspirations. But it equally can help with spiritual work by offering protection and transmuting low vibrational energy. And then pile number 3 is partnered with this little incense burner, and there is dragon's blood incense inside it. Dragons are associated with good luck, prosperity, and family lineage. And incense is connected with spiritual communion and is also known to clear spaces of low vibrational energy. So everything here has a positive and negative aspect, right? So I will give you guys a second to select your pile, and I will see you in a moment. Hi, pile number 1. Okay, so I've got your black kyanite here. Let's see who is orbiting around you. Who is in your energy that you don't know about? So you got the 5 of Cups. You also got Fortitude. This is the Strength card. Then you got Back and Forth, Polar Bear, and it says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionate with no attachment to outcome. Mountain Goat, there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Okay. So the energy that I'm getting from this is that this is somebody who is definitely from your past. And I think that this is probably most likely an ex. It could be an ex-love partner. That's the energy that I'm getting, because these cups that are spilled over are so bright red. They really remind me, and the shape of them really remind me of hearts. My intuition is telling me that this is an ex-love partner. But I mean, it could be a friend that possibly had a big crush on you. It could be a family member, because obviously our family members have love connections to us. It's just not the same. But for most of you, I think that this is like an ex-partner, and that this was a karmic relationship, and this person is not letting go. The energy that I get is that the relationship that you had with this person was like fraught with conflict, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys were actively fighting on a day-to-day basis, but this person like had a lot of shadow energy. Like the Strength card typically is a calm lion. Look at this card. Like, there is this wolf baring its teeth, and she is just so gently kissing it on the cheek. You, whether you are a man or a woman, or regardless of how you identify, your energy is coming through as this woman. You would be the calm, balanced energy, the person that was speaking respectfully and confidently about how they saw the world, that was seeking balance, was encouraging this other person to look at things from a different perspective. And this ex-partner of yours was just like totally unable to ascend with you, is the energy I'm getting. Like, I think that when you met them, they seemed like they were different and fun. And in reality, the more you were with them, the more you realize that it's like, they're not free-spirited. It's that they just like are reckless. They just don't care about anything. And like, they also have like issues with attachment, because the back and forth, I'm getting the energy of runner chaser. Like, they would come in and you guys would get close, and the minute you would think you had a breakthrough with them, they would like run for the hills because they just couldn't handle the intimacy. And they're also a person that's highly pessimistic and is constantly looking at the things that didn't go wrong in their life. So like, even if they're having successes, even the most minor imperfection or obstacle is going to ruin that for them. They're just constantly seeing darkness everywhere. And it's because that's their own baseline energy, right? We attract what we are. And I am not saying that they are always going to be that way, that this is like a toxic, dark person who's going to be stuck in their shadow forever. What I'm saying is that as far as their energy and their growth, they are in that phase right now. And at some point in the future, they will probably look back at this situation and be able to they'll have climbed up the mountain like this mountain goat, and they're going to be able to see the power and strength that you offered them. Like, you being this polar bear where you are calm and taking a steady pace, possibly even blending into your surroundings, not necessarily needing the spotlight on you at all times. And this person is like, what are you doing? Like, you need to be like out there. I think they liked the idea of a false mask, and I think that they liked the idea of presenting some like false narrative so that people would be impressed by them, like a little bit narcissistic. That it's all about the show. It's all ego. And you were like, yeah, it's amazing to like have praise, and you like to look good, and you like to present yourself in an impressive way, but I don't think that you put that above and beyond everything else. And this person does, and they cannot understand why. They just thought that you, like, there was something wrong with you. Like, for some reason, like, you loving them for who they really are actually made them think less of you, which is so sad, because that really says how they feel about themselves. Like, that if you love me for who I really am, there must be something seriously wrong with you. Like, that is so sad. But they will transition out of this energy at some point in the future and be able to look back at this situation and see what they lost. And my guides just said to me, they already are. So that's why they're coming back. That's why they're swirling around your energy. I think they're stalking you online. I think they're watching everything that you're doing online. If you have a social media platform that's like out there and like open so anyone can see it, they're looking at it daily. Like, every word that you write, they are reading it. And it's because they are trying to get close to you. Like, they know that, I think they know that there's no way that you would ever take them back, but they are nostalgic for the way that you made them feel. Like, even though they're nostalgic for, they would say they're nostalgic for you, but in reality, it's still all about them, because it's the energy I'm getting, what I'm feeling is that it's all about how you made them feel. That it's not like, they're not remembering you as much as how you made them feel, which again is like an indication that they have a long way to go. But my feeling is that you know that, and you have like moved on, that you're probably already in a balanced relationship with someone else. And I think that you look at them with compassion, and for some of you, you might even feel a little bit sorry for them, is the energy that I'm getting. Like, you kind of see them as a little bit pitiful, because they just keep, I just got bite the hand that feeds you. Like, yeah, that is totally their energy. Like, you do something nice for them and then they bite you for it. They put you down. Like, anyone who is actually there for them for the right reasons, they actively take steps to ruin the connection, which is so sad. And it's because I think they had a really hard home life. I think that they were not treated very fairly. I think that they grew up feeling like they were not loved. I had major ringing in my ears when I was just saying that. So I definitely think that's a confirmation. Yeah, this is, okay, yeah, this is on the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is someone that's very analytical. They consider themselves very logic-based, very action-oriented, like would definitely go in for a fight. This is the kind of person that would talk, like go play dirty. This is, I wanted to say talk dirty. Okay. Like, I mean, I wanted to say play dirty, but what I almost said was talk dirty. So I think that would connect with like your intimacy. They probably liked dirty talk. But the sad thing about that is I don't think that was connected too much with play, but more so, again, connected to their own self-loathing. That there was a certain quality to the way that they spoke in intimate moments that was, there was a darkness or a violence to it. For those of you that this resonates with, you'll understand what I mean. But this is a person that is just constantly charging forward without thinking, and always, the grass is always greener. You know, they just are very driven by their emotions. They would like to think that they're all about logic, and they would say that they are all about science, but they are constantly making emotionally driven decisions, like running away when there's too much intimacy, like just like charging into a situation where they are making rash decisions, like going out drinking until 6 a.m. the night before they have an interview, like reckless stuff. Now, not every single person out there that fits this description is doing stuff that's that reckless, but they do make those kinds of, you know, just throw caution to the wind kind of energy. And they're all about the dollar. They're just seeking money. Everything is about the physical, the Ace of Coins. Like they don't value anything that is spiritual or emotional or deep connections. And they wonder why they feel empty all the time. You know, like they have no idea. They can't seem to put the pieces together, like where they're going wrong. And that is just also so sad. So who is in, the Queen of Wands. There is a really good chance that you have somehow had some glow up or a big shift or change in your life where like you are now a leader, you're on a public stage, or people are watching you. And you're really standing in your power. This particular Queen of Wands just has this fiery energy about her where she is in the flow and she is in union with nature, right? She's in the flow of nature and the cycles of growth, because she understands that destruction, because there's the erupting volcano in the background, is going to bring about new life. It's kind of a celebration of the tower in a way. So this might have been something that was very painful for you, the end of this relationship. You were probably heartbroken at the time, but it was like the thing that like allowed you to really like grow, right? Just like in nature, there are many forms of plant life that will never be able to regenerate unless the seeds are exposed to extreme heat. So even though fire and forest fires are extremely destructive, in a way, it's also really very healing, because it wipes away all of the old growth and allows those seeds to burst forth in new life, which creates for a healthier environment. Okay, who is this person that is in pile number 1's energy that's orbiting around them, and what do they want? Like, why are they watching pile number 1? I just keep getting the, oh, that's way too many. Let's try that again. That they're watching you because you're having some sort of success. Why are they watching pile number 1? Oh my God. You just got the 5 of Cups again underneath the 5 of Cups, but this time it's in reverse. So, oh boy. Okay. They are fully recognizing that they made the biggest mistake of their life. Fully recognizing it, because you just got the Page of Wands but in reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and the 2 of Swords in the upright. 2 of Swords and, oh, I just flipped around. 2 of Swords in the upright is talking about being at a crossroads, having to make a decision. And when I tried to pick it up, it flipped upside down. So that's talking to me about them getting to the point where they're making that decision. I think they're making the decision that they have to start getting vulnerable with people. They have to deal with their own shit. They have to start, you know, trying to face their own demons and go into the shadow and tame this wild beast within themselves. That wild beast that you kept saying like, hey, you know, you need to deal with that. Now, some of you might have been very blunt about this, and been, because you thought it was visible to everyone, and others you kind of skirted around the issue and tried to spare this person their feelings. The energy I get that no matter how you approached it, it was always the wrong way, you know, and you had to walk on eggshells. This person is recognizing that now, because they, for a long time in their life, were like assuming that they're the victim, everyone else is the problem. But it's like, I think they've finally gotten to a point in their life. And so for many of you, these people might be like in their 30s, 40s, could be 50s, definitely late 20s. This is somebody who has had relationships like back to back. Like, it could be situationships. It doesn't necessarily mean that like they were officially out as a couple, but they've had a lot of partners back to back. I don't think that this person is able to be alone. And it's like failure after failure after failure. And with this 5 of Cups in reverse, they're like, now they have no cups and they've lost everything. Maybe they had some sort of tower moment take place in their life, but it could be like basically people got wise to like their tactics, or, you know, they had their own heart broken, or they just, something happened in their life where they finally had a wake up call and they're like, oh my God, the common denominator here is me. I have to change something. I can't keep treating people like garbage and expecting things to turn out. And like there's not, like, for a long time I think they were thinking like, I'm just gonna find the perfect person, and their idea of the perfect person is someone who is absolutely gorgeous, really financially stable, likes all the same things as them, nurtures them and comforts them and sort of like mothers or parents them so that they can like get over all of their issues. So is a mother, but is also like, you know, a fabulous like sexual partner. You know, they wanted to have like both sides of that, which is like basically they wanted to have a physical, like a partner to participate in intimacy with, but they also wanted a parent. And like that does not create strong like intimacy, right? When you are parenting someone over and over and over again, you don't want to have sex with them. And I think that this has been a reoccurring issue with this person. And they finally realized that like they lost everything. The 10 of Cups in reverse. They had an opportunity to have a beautiful family and life with you, and they threw it away because they were busy chasing some ideal that was never going to come to be because they weren't offering what they were asking for. And they're finally getting that. I think that they were probably like really focused on their career too, thinking that they're going to be famous or they're going to be like, you know, millionaires or billionaires or super powerful is the energy I'm getting. And they're going to be powerful and all these people are going to want them, and like they're going to be able to control people and things. And no one will ever be able to take anything away from them ever again, which is definitely going back to like their childhood trauma. And it did not work out that way because they had trouble working with people in general. And now they're watching you have this beautiful life, and they're feeling very sad and pessimistic about all of this. So let me see here. What does this person want to tell pile number one? Let's see. Yeah. Oh my God. I was going to say this is too many cards and they're insisting, my guides. Okay. So what they want to tell you is that they recognize that they let their fear take over because they had a consciousness of lack, which is like 3 times now. 5 of Cups energy, that's what this is. And then they recognize that they missed out on having a beautiful family with you, that you are a glowing god/goddess, that you are destined for greatness, and they actually have great gratitude for the time that they've spent with you, and you know, see you as abundant and nurturing and caring, and they see the value where they did not see it before. That's actually really beautiful. I would not recommend getting back together with this person at all because like they're not far enough out of the weeds to like really be able to be a partner to you. Like if any of you are still single, you were like a catalyst for them to be able to transition into this, but they have a lot of growth still to do, and they're gonna have more stumbles. Like this isn't now that they've woken up and they're like now gonna be an amazing partner. Far from it. They're gonna have more heartbreaks and more shadow energy come out. So do you have any final cards about this situation with this person? Okay, you got little luxuries, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Well, it sounds like they're watching you have this beautiful, luxurious life. It sounds like you are being rewarded with everything that they had wanted, where they had thought you were too weak. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, this person is never going to be able to make it. No one is ever going to remember who this person is. They're never going to have any money. They're never going to have any fame. And it looks like everything that you, like everything that they thought you would never have that they wanted, is the universe is now rewarding you with. I hope that makes sense. So I'll say it again. You are now being rewarded with everything that that other person wanted, and it's a karmic lesson for them. Like, don't underestimate people. Don't treat people like possessions. Don't assume that they aren't worth anything just because they don't have like money or fame at that particular time. Look at their heart. That's the lesson they were having to learn. And one last one. And you got protection, strong protective magic for the family and home. Your guides and angels are keeping this person away from you. This person most likely has thought about reaching out to you, but it would totally upend any progress that you have made. And you are a really caring, loving person. You probably would end up trying to help them, or at least start reminiscing about the past, which would then cause your energy to shift. So you're protected. You don't have to worry. This person is never going to reach out to you. But, you know, just know that they recognize that they treated you like trash, and then they have deep regrets and they're in a lot of pain, but they have such gratitude for everything that you did for them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If anyone is interested in having a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my website, odessamal.com. I do tarot card readings, Reiki, and I do Akashic Record past life readings. All of the information is available on my website, like I mentioned. And please like and share this reading, and comment and subscribe to the channel, because I am doing a contest this month to win a free mini reading with me. And all you have to do is comment and subscribe to the channel to be entered into the draw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Take care. Hi, pile number 2. So I've got your yellow jasper here, and I wanted to mention that I'm running a contest this month to win a free mini reading with me, and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and comment on this reading. And I will announce the winner on April 1st, 2020 on my community tab. So let's see, who is orbiting around you? Who is in your energy watching you? You have the 4 of Coins, then Judgment, Courage, Dark Thoughts, the Zebra, and it says, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. And Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting from this is that there is more than one person watching you right now. And the energy that I'm getting from this is that it's actually a couple of people that you have dated in the past. And these were people that the relationships were not successful. The energy I'm getting is there's 2 people. So there's one person that you dated casually that I believe was a friend that's being depicted as this Courage card. This is someone who came forward like a knight in shining armor. And then they were like, you're a good friend of yours. They were like, or it could be like a coworker too. It's like someone who you were friendly with, that you could joke around with. And there was always sort of this like sexual tension or this attraction, like maybe you're gonna date, maybe you're not, maybe you will. And it just never came together. It was like, in a way, they were running away from you because I think they're afraid of like being in a relationship. The energy I'm getting is they're afraid of being tied down. And it's so sad because it's like, now they're regretting their decision, and that's why they're watching you. They're like, they're realizing that they might be making bad decisions because they're afraid, like it's FOMO. They're just like, I think that they're a very attractive person and they have a really good sense of humor and they're easy and fun to be around. So lots of people like them. And I think they get a big ego boost off of that. And so because they don't love themselves the way that they need to be truly grounded and happy, they just keep running from one person to the next, to the next, to the next. And it doesn't necessarily, I don't think that you like got your heart broken by this person or anything. I think it's more like it just never developed into anything. But they are watching you. Now, the other person that I'm getting is someone that you actually dated. And the reason I keep getting two people is that on this judgment card, there are two people. One is looking sort of worried and panicked, and the other one is more romantic and clinging. And then there's the angel here. And so there's these two energies. The other person was someone that you dated for an extended period of time that was extremely controlling, very stingy with their money. I think that it started off with, there was like sort of, again, like a romanticism around this person. Like that they seemed very strong. I'm getting the energy of very strongly masculine. It doesn't mean that they identify as being a man. It's just that sort of like stereotypical masculine energy. Very black and white thinking with this zebra, very like logic based, and very removed from their emotions. And at first you thought that they're just like very strong, silent type. I do get the energy that this might be a very physically imposing person, but the reality is that they are very cut off from their emotions, like very removed, like don't know how to access that part of their heart energy. And they are very insecure, which they wouldn't admit, and especially about relationships. So they slowly start taking more and more control in your life, trying to start to feel more secure. But it's like, it starts off where, you know, they have requests, then to the extreme where they might have been telling you who you can hang out with or where you can go or what you can wear, like just not cool. I'm also getting the energy that they had some like darkness in them. Like, I mean, they did get the dark thoughts, but the energy I'm getting is that this might be someone who's very drawn to the darker aspects of life, the macabre, but not in a like a romantic way, you know? Like, this isn't like, you know, Percy Shelley and Mary Shelley like sitting around like sharing like romantic stories about like gothic figures, you know, during the Victorian period. I hope that some of you understand what I'm talking about there. This isn't something where it's like romantic and dangerous. This is like pure on dark thoughts. Like they are watching maybe a lot of documentaries about serial killers, or they love really, really violent films, or they, you know, their sexual appetites might be going towards that as well. Like, you know, this might have been somebody who was watching things or looking at things that didn't treat people very well, if you understand what I'm saying. And you found out about it, and it was actually feeding more of their dark thoughts. Like, I get the energy that this second person is quite scary. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this, especially with this dark thoughts card. Like, that is a scary looking card. This card always makes me think of Jack the Ripper. Always. And there's just an ominousness of this. And I think that you escaped this person. Like, I get the energy for many of you that it wasn't like, I don't necessarily think you were married to this person. I think you were with them long enough to know that they weren't somebody that you wanted to be shackled to, is the energy. Like, that's the word I got. I wanted to say tied, but like shackled to. That this person, might have even revealed some things, like some scary stuff. Like, this might be the kind of person that will all of a sudden reveal some secret to you, and it's like a terrifying secret. Like something that makes you question whether they are truly sane or whether you'd be safe around them. And this person is watching you. Now, you're being encouraged to know that you are completely safe and protected. This person can watch all they want, but you played the role in their life that you were meant to play. More importantly, they played the role that they were meant to play in your life. I think that you would agree that you learned something from this situation, but I don't want you to think that you're ever at risk that they're going to come back and find you, is what I am being told to say. They're not going to find you. They are looking for you and they are finding pieces of information about you, but they aren't going to come and find you. Like, this isn't going to be a situation where you're going to be like, turn around the corner and they're standing there. You're going to be fine, but they definitely are trying to keep tabs on you. Yeah. Let's get some more cards. Who are these people that are watching pile number 2? You've been doing very well for yourself. You've been spiritually ascending. You've been learning about yourself, learning about what you want in life, creating your abundance. That's what's drawing attention to you. Your energy is amplifying and they're feeling it because you just got the Queen of Coins. So that's like Mother Nature. You are creating the life that you want. And you also got the Hierophant, which is talking about spiritual wisdom. This could be you connecting with more spiritual people, getting guidance from the spiritual realm. It could be you transitioning into your own role as a spiritual teacher. The Page of Wands. This is the energy that I get from this Road Runner person, like the person that you had sort of a false start with, that they are still kind of like in that energy. They are watching you. They do recognize that they made an error in judgment, possibly not pursuing things, but ultimately, redirection is spirit protection. You were guided away from this person because it was not going to bear fruit for you. And they are still sort of doing the same dance with other people. I think that I get the energy from them that they like to keep tabs on a lot of people. But tell me more about, yeah, you are working your way up to being the Empress, my friend. And this other person that you were in more of a committed relationship with is being described here as the King of Swords. Very analytical, very like harsh with their words, calculating. The kind of person that will definitely use manipulation and psychological, psychological warfare is what I'm getting. Like, this is somebody that's very narcissistic and is going to choose their words very wisely and play people against each other. I'm getting the energy that they literally would set traps for you. Like, they would do things specifically to create chaos in your life or make you feel terrible. Like leaving a note from somebody in their pocket, possibly even writing the frickin' note themselves and making it seem like they're getting like flirty notes from coworkers or something. Meanwhile, there is no coworker. They wrote it themselves just to create jealousy in you. And you removed yourself from this. You let go of the baggage. Not only did you let go of them, you let go of the feelings and the responsibility and the guilt that you had. And that's what is bringing you to a place where you are ascending to become the Empress, who is the embodiment of all of the queens. Really, the master of communication, master of abundance, the heart-centered psychic, and like somebody who can take charge and as a leader. You're the whole package. And this person is truly really like in their Knight of Swords energy. Like, they definitely come across like a king, but they're like a shadow king, where they're using all of their skills to create the worst energy in life. And as a result, they're only ever achieving the status of a knight. This is like constant thriving, constantly pushing, never succeeding, right? It's one battle to the next. And I think that they are a person that will easily cut and run. This is it, and this is somebody that if you prove them wrong in some area of their life, like if you use logic to defeat them in an argument, they will flip the script and they will say something like, you know, you might be literally speaking deadpan, totally calm, and they'll be like, why are you getting so emotional? I can't talk to you when you're like this. You know, like really scary stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, what else is going on? Yeah, so you got the Two of Coins. So this is talking about balance, and then also the Four of Swords. This particular card is really interesting because the energy of the Four of Swords is talking about rest and recuperation. But this particular card has Fenrir. Fenrir is Loki's son. That is part of Norse mythology. Very powerful energy of rebellion and wildness. You know, Fenrir in Harry Potter is the werewolf, right? So, this energy is saying that you have defeated the beast. You have defeated the beast. You have tied them up. You have silenced them. There is a sword going through Fenrir's mouth. You have found that balance. And I think that you've taken shelter. And I think for some of you, you really had to you kind of emotionally left with nothing, right? Maybe some of you might have physically left with nothing, but the energy that I'm strongly getting is that emotionally, when this was over, you felt raw and some of you might have wanted to never date again, and eventually you moved out of that. But I think you kind of had to go through that in a way to see how powerful you are, right? That's what's helping you to become this Empress and embody this Hierophant energy. And the only the last piece of the puzzle, I think, is that you have to understand that you are completely safe. The energy that I'm getting sort of bubbling up within me is an energy of still wanting to look over your shoulder. Are they there? Are they? And I'm sure when I said they're watching you, that it's terrifying to you. But you are so protected. You are so protected. Yeah, they are still behind this mask, but you don't have to ever worry that you are, in danger. You are protected. You have your family, friends, and guides watching over you. Your energy, you are so elevated that you would never be able to even exist in the same vibration as them. It's okay. I love to illustrate the energy of vibrations and vibrational shifts by comparing it to the ocean. There are animals in the ocean, there are beings in the ocean that can only exist at the very lowest depths. They need to have extreme pressure and darkness to survive. That is who this person is. I often refer to those people as blobfish. Then you have other beings that have to be at the surface level of the ocean, the highest level possible. Beings like whales that have to be on the surface of the ocean so they can breathe. You are a whale. You are strong and gentle, but immense and powerful. And the blobfish, when you drag it up to the surface, it sort of starts to emulsify. It starts to break down because it can't handle the shift in pressurization. And so you don't have to worry, because even if this blobfish was ever able to come up to the surface, it would be so weak and vulnerable, right? So just keep that in mind. Just keep remembering, they're just a blobfish, right? They're just a blobfish. You are a giant source of inspiration. You are a beautiful whale. You are a beautiful whale. Yeah, they are so in their fragmented energy. This is so funny. When they come up to the surface of the ocean, like this woman, there are missing pieces. There are missing pieces. They only have that power if you go down to the depths with them, right? That's the only way that they're going to have power. And this other person, they're just curious, you know? They're just curious. As well as this person here that likes to maintain control. You're not the only person that they watch like this. There are many people. And all of this has to do with karma and life lessons. With the Judgment card, that's talking about awakenings. You've had your awakening. You transitioning and shifting into this place of empowerment, possibly where you're having a lot of success, right? With this deserving card and the Empress. That is going to be a lesson to these other people. That you can, to truly get ahead and find inner peace and have happiness in your life, you need to embody love. You know, you have to have respect for other people. You have to have a sense of self that is rooted in who you are and your own sense of self, and not what the opinions of others. So, do you have some final messages? Okay. You got triple spiral. Listen to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Yes, I was just talking about that. This is all about life lessons. You have spiraled forward like the Wheel of Fortune. You've moved forward into a more abundant cycle. They cannot touch you. Then you got Earth. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, strength in times of chaos. Yes, and like yellow jasper, this could really, really help you because this is a protective stone, right? It will send back the evil eye to anyone who is watching you. And this person is definitely sending you the evil eye. But it will help you to also move forward with conviction, right? With the Six of Swords energy, you are in this forward you have this forward momentum. You're in this energy of moving forward. You could meditate as well. You know, there's lots of different ways of meditating. You don't have to be in silence. All you have to do is start looking within. Just quiet your own mind from the worrying thoughts and see what pops into your head, because that's when your ancestors, your spirit guides, you know, the ascended masters even can come through to you. And you got mystic star, harmony in the home, and great friendships. Whatever has taken place in the past really is in the past. You are in a place now where you're surrounded by people that really love you, and even if that's not the case right now, it will be manifesting into your life very, very soon, because the Earth card can also be talking about things finally like becoming real in your real life, not just like your dreams. You're not just like working towards them. They're finally here. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, and you're going to get that harmony and balance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If anyone would like to have a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my website, odessamal.com. I do tarot card readings, mediumship and channeling, as well as Reiki. I read the Akashic records, and I can tell you about your past lives if you're interested in that. Please like and share this reading, as well as subscribe to the channel and comment below, because that will enter you into the contest to win a reading with me. So I hope that I see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Hi, file number 3. Welcome back. So I've got your incense. I'll just put it to the side, and I want to mention that I'm running a contest to win a free mini reading with me. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and comment below. You're automatically entered into the contest, and I will announce the winner on April 1st, 2020 on my community tab. Okay, so let's see who's orbiting around you, who is watching you that you don't know about. You got the Lovers, the Chariot, Great Achievement, Rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Blue Heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Oh my God. Okay, so you guys actually have a crush that is looking at you, which is so exciting because the last two piles were like definitely like stalker negative energy. And this is so positive. Oh my God. So yeah, you have a secret admirer. I mean, you might already know them, and they are secretly in love with you is what I want to say. But this could also be somebody who's watching you online, possibly. Like, I mean, you might have a presence online, or you might be friends of a friend and they like saw your profile or they saw your pictures. It's like something like that, where there's like a slight separation. Who knows? Maybe you guys work in the same field and it's like they just know your work and they really respect you. There's something like that, but they have like strong love feelings, and like the energy I'm getting is that this could be your person, like very much so. Because the reason I say that is because you got this rattlesnake card, and this is specifically talking about how you've been going through challenges associated with this. So it's got to be to do with love, and then it's a initiation because you are a healer. So that could like mean a bunch of different things to you. That could be talking about your actual job, or it could be just like your energy, like your aura, like how people feel when they're around you. This could be a situation where you're around your friends and it's like they always feel better when they talk to you, that kind of energy. Like there's a lot of different ways to be a healer is basically what I'm saying. But the through line for every story of every single person that I have ever met on my own journey that is going through the initiation of becoming a healer is that they have to go through a lot of hardship and pain to be able to then graduate, to be able to do the healing work, because you have to be able to relate to other people's experience to be able to have empathy for them, right? Like almost everything I talk about with you guys, I've experienced myself. And at the time, I felt like this is BS. Like, like why is this happening to me over and over and over and over again? Now it makes perfect sense because I had to experience what it was like to, experience loss and pain in a number of different ways so that I could then relay these messages to you guys. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to give you any kind of like useful advice or guidance, because I wouldn't really understand what it feels like to walk a mile in your shoes. And I do, as well as every other healer. Like I honestly, you'll never meet a healer that hasn't gone through these like challenges, these tests, to then graduate to, being able to embody their strengths. And that's the case for you. And I think that you have become so empowered now that you are just like, you must have gone through a spiritual awakening or some sort of like shift. Like you might not describe it as a spiritual awakening. There's a good chance you do because you're watching a tarot card reading and you are on my channel. But some sort of transition or change has taken place in your life where you are not going to like listen to anyone else's like negative beliefs about you or your abilities. You're not going to be held back by self-limiting beliefs anymore. You are going to stand up strong and you're going to speak your truth, and you don't care if other people are disapproving. You totally don't care. You're just charging forward. So this might be like a business that you wanted to launch. It could be like going to school. It could be like some sort of hobby or creation. Like I wanted to say craft. That's coming forward. So there might be something crafty that you're doing. And like maybe you're like, you know what? Everyone else thinks that it's really weird that I make these tiny little dioramas of like fantasy fairy lands, but whatever, I like it, so I'm gonna put it on TikTok, and all of a sudden it's viral, which I've seen like so many people doing that on TikTok, and they're so adorable. So like you might be doing something like that, Or it might be like you really want to create tiny little sweaters for hairless cats. Whatever. And it's something like that where it's like people think it's weird. And then all of a sudden it's like this massive success because you're meant to be weird. You're meant to be different. You're meant to go against the grain. It's creating this great achievement. If you haven't already had your great achievement, like you're building to that. Like that people, when they watch you, they're like, oh my God, this person is going to be so successful. Like this is it. Like they can feel it in your energy that you're going to be a massive success. And this person is like seeing you charging forward, balanced energy, because the Chariot is all about, typically you have in a Rider-Waite deck, you've got imagery where like there's either the Sphinx, or you've got in various other tarot decks, you've got energy of like two different colored horses, and they're charging forward. And that's talking about the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the balancing of both energies within us. And you have that. And like the Chariot is fast-paced change, fast-paced movement, but like still at an even, like a manageable rate is what I'm saying. It's not like sudden change, or it's not like speeding forth like a freight train. It's like manageable. And as a result, it comes across as like very what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's real authority. Like you really know what you're doing, and people really respect that. And this person, I think, is watching you do whatever it is that you're doing, and they just think that you are everything. Like they have a massive crush on you, like to the point where I think that they might even have daydreams about what life would be like being with you. And honestly, the energy that I'm getting from this is that might be in the cards. Like this literally might be your future partner, possibly even future like spouse. I mean, if that's something that you want to do, what I'm saying is like, you know, for the long haul. They definitely think that you are super sexy, very, 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 very attractive. There's some like imagery here of the horned god in the background, which is like associated in pagan traditions with like lusty energy. So yeah, there's like, that they're chivalrous. Like this is somebody who wants to do kind and sweet things for you. Like they want to come in and sweep you off your feet. I think to a certain degree, it's like they're also kind of serving to figure out how to do that. Now, when I say that, I don't want you to think it's toxic, like they're trying to figure out what will win you over so then they can just do that and then have you be theirs. Like that's not what I'm saying. Like they don't want to fuck this up. You know, they don't want to like make any mistakes. Like there is literally a like zero margin for error, because I also get the energy that they might be aware that you have had pain in the past, and it's like, or maybe it's just in your energy. Maybe the way that you come forward, it's just like come correct or don't come at all. Like I'm not messing around here. Like I know my worth, and if you come in sloppy, then, you know, like I'm sure you would be very kind and polite, but you would never consider them as a potential romantic partner ever, 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 ever. So that's why they're holding back. Like they just want to make sure, like they're afraid, but like in a really beautiful way. Okay, so let's see. Who is lusting? Oh my God, I didn't mean to say that. Who is orbiting around pile number 3? Ooh. like the energy, okay, this is what I have here. You've got the Page of Swords, then the Five of Coins, the Five of Swords, the King of Swords, and then the Seven of Coins. So this to me, I feel like is just like, sort of fleshing out what I was feeling before. Like, this person is definitely wanting to charge forward towards you. They like see this as such an adventure that the two of you could possibly have. And they are a master of communication. I think they've gone through their own transition and growth in their life where they've gone from the Page to the King. And the energy I'm getting from this is not one of like shadow energy. I think that they've really worked on themselves with the Seven of Pentacles to transition from this like more immature energy to the more mature energy. But I think that they also know that you are like a human lie detector, that you have seen it all, been there, and you're not gonna like suffer fools, right? Because you have dated people that were really like had sort of toxic traits in the past. Like there was a lot of conflict. This particular card has Isis, Osiris, and Seth on it. And Seth is Osiris's brother. He murdered him because he wanted to take control. There's many different incarnations of that story. Some of them I can kind of understand why Seth did what he did. But the main energy of this story is that there was a power struggle, and it was darkness overcoming the light. And it was a redirection of energy. You have seen darkness and you walked yourself out of that. And this person is a little worried that if they approach you, you might not be interested, because I think that they can feel in your energy that you're like the perfect person for them. And they're so afraid that if they don't play this right, that you're really like, they might lose the love of their life. Even though I don't even think that you guys have ever really had a conversation, which is kind of weird. Maybe you have social media, like maybe you're on a public stage, like maybe you have your own TikTok or YouTube or something, and they're like watching you. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. And they really want to come in like Robin Hood. This person also feels like they are like somebody who does good in the world. Like they are maybe underestimating like how cool they are. What can you tell me about this person? Who is this person? Yeah, like they are like majorly, oh my God. This might be like your like divine counterpart, because oh my God. No! Oh my God. They are really underestimating what they are bringing to the table. The first card that came in is the Honoring Path. So this might be somebody who is famous. The Honoring Path is talking about getting public recognition. It's being rewarded for your efforts. People seeing the value in what you are offering. They also got the Discovery card, Increase, Commitment, and Great Gratitude. So discovery is twofold for me. I feel like they have discovered something about themselves that brought them great abundance. The Increase card is talking about great opportunities, basically finding like gems and gold, like just on the roadway, you know, like just having perfect timing and perfect luck to be able to like take advantage of opportunities in the physical world. But the discovery is also understanding themselves, but I think they also just randomly discovered you. So it could be, like I was saying, like they just, like the algorithm brought you to them or something. And they are seeing you as like this abundant creature who is like the embodiment of like Mother Nature. I always get Mother Nature vibes from this card because there's birds all around her. This is somebody, you are somebody who's very connected with the spiritual realm, right? Like you're a healer. So you probably have some psychic abilities. You might just be really in tune with nature, because birds are messengers from the gods. And this person that is watching you, like, wants to marry you is the energy. Like, they want to put a ring on it. Like, this commitment is really coming through. This person might look like this particular individual. Like, if you're interested in people that embody on a physical level the divine masculine, they might look like this, have facial hair, dark hair, because this person has facial hair and dark hair. This person has facial hair and dark hair. This man also has facial hair and dark hair. Even Seth has dark hair. This person has dark hair. This person has dark hair. You might have blonde hair, or you might be the one with dark hair. There does, and they're showing me the chariot, traditional chariot in my mind. So you guys might be opposites, where it's like, if one of you is more like light skin, blonde hair, or like red hair or something, the other person is more dark skin and brown or black hair. That kind of energy. Like, there's like, it's like yin yang, right? Whoa, this is crazy. I am so excited for you guys. It feels to me like this is imminent. Like, this is like about to take place in your life. Like, I'm gonna give you guys an extra card because I'm like really curious about what's going on here. So what is this person going to approach pile number 3? What's going on with this? Is this person going to approach pile number 3? Oh yes! Oh my God. They're gonna reach out to you. There's gonna be some sort of like communication, because you just got the Ace of Swords, which is talking about a brand new beginning. It's talking about being able to communicate very clearly and concisely, like really like laying their cards on the table. Like, this is they might like reach out to you, maybe slide into your DMs. If you know them, like, they might like approach you in the physical. Like, you might run into them somewhere and they approach you and tell you very clearly, I like you, I want to get to know you, I want to like see where this could go, can I take you on a date? They're going to be very chivalrous about this. Like, and to the point where you might actually be worried that this is somebody that like is a little too smooth. Like, the fact that they're planning all of this out in advance, they think that they're like crossing their T's and dotting their I's, but you are like radar up at all times, and you're worried in that moment. I believe that you will be thinking like, is this guy a player, or is this girl a player? Like, are they just like too smooth in a way? But they are a little intimidated by you. Like, they really don't realize that you guys are actually perfect matches. And you know, the way that the universe has orchestrated this is just that they're seeing you before you see them. I think if the script was flipped and you saw them first, you would be feeling the same way. So what is some final advice you can give? Okay, what do you got here? You got perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So if you've been challenged and really like broken down by what's going on, the circumstances in your life, whether that's the ending of an old romantic cycle or possibly some challenges within your work, keep going. Whatever you're doing is bringing you towards this person. You got healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. You're raising your vibration, and through that action, you are bringing this person to you. And you got 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony, which is exactly what I've been talking about with the yin yang. Like, that's the energy of yin yang, is the divine masculine being the white, and the black is the divine feminine. So it doesn't matter how you identify in the physical, it's just a matter of energy. And this is definitely talking about you raising your vibration. They are equally raising their vibration, which is bringing the two of you guys together. But they are aware that you exist. Like, this is already happening. They are watching you. They are in your orbit. They are preparing to make first contact is what my guides want me to say. They might be into science fiction because that really makes me feel like first contact feels like very like science fiction. You might feel like they're very otherworldly. You know, if you believe in star seeds, you might instantly connect on that level. They might be really interested in space. So yeah, wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you would like to have a one-on-one personal reading with me, you can go to my website, odessamall.com. I do tarot readings, channeling and mediumship, past life, and Akashic Records readings, and Reiki. And just a quick little reminder about the contest. If you comment and subscribe to the channel, you'll be entered into that draw for the free reading. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like and share. It was so amazing connecting with you guys once again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care.